morning everyone, and welcome to our celebration assembly, the first celebration assembly of this new summer term. And I am filled with hope and positivity that this is going to be the best term we have experienced for a fair while now. The sun is shining and there are lots of exciting opportunities ahead this term before the end of this academic year. So, like Action Jackson told us in our last assembly, happiness is a choice. I choose to be happy, and I choose to be happy and excited and positive about the term ahead, and I hope you will join me with that. I know my teachers will, because they are going to talk to us all now about their stars of the week from this first week back. Here we go.
Hello everyone, Mrs. Mangam here from Donaldson class. Now I know I often say it, but I just wanted to say a huge well done to Donaldson class. You have excelled yourselves this week and made a brilliant start to our new summer term. I've been hearing fantastic things about your behaviour and your work, so keep it up. Even though I'm not there with you, you've been absolute superstars and I couldn't be more proud of you. Well done to all of Donaldson. We do have a star of the week this week. Somebody who I've been told has been empathetic like Ellie, thinking about others and being super kind, as well as being a very, very good listener this week. Our star of the week is Oscar Keys. Keep up the great work, Oscar.
Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Kendall here on the bottom floor, and I'd like to start off by saying an enormous well done to Milne class, because you have come back from the Easter holidays shining so brightly. I am incredibly proud of every one of you. You have been absolutely amazing, following all of our pride values all of the time. So thank you, all of you. We've had such a lovely start this week. We've been thinking about the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, and we had a little visitor this week. I said little visitor, but he was actually quite enormous. We think it was the giant from the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, and he's left us a few little presents this week, which was very, very kind. So we've been having lots of fun in Milne class this week. But obviously I've had to choose a star of the week, which was quite tricky to do. But I've chosen someone who has come back from the Easter holidays just having an oozing far more confidence than she ever has done this year. She's quite shy, but she's been saying quite a few words this week and having a really good go at everything that we do in our classroom. And every time I see her, she's grinning from ear to ear and having such a lovely time with all of her friends. And believe me, she's got so many friends because she's so kind and so resilient and so dependable. But like I was saying before, this week in particular, she's been very, very intrepid, just like this guy here, and it's been lovely to hear her voice. So for those reasons, the star of the week this week in Milne class goes to Elinka.
Good morning and happy Friday everybody. It's Mr. Harrison here from Taylor class on the top floor. It's been a really, really busy but brilliant first week back. We've had lots going on in our science lessons. Luckily it's been sunny because we've been making sundials. We've had some worrying things going on in our writing sessions with somebody going missing and some dastardly deeds going on in the background. We've been learning a new course story that's just come in all about space, and it's just been a really, really good first week back. Our star of the week this week is just wonderful to be around. She's kind, she's polite, she's funny, and often she can be working quite quietly in the background, and I would describe this person as being quietly dependable. She's always doing the right thing with a little smile on her face. And for me, one of my highlights of the week was many people around the world are celebrating Ramadan at the moment, and if you are, Ramadan Mubarak to you. And this person in our class is fasting for Ramadan, and I had a fascinating conversation with her earlier this week about what fasting means to Muslim people and how her Her family are approaching this period of fasting, and it was just incredible. It was really eye-opening, and I really respected the way she was able to talk me through different things within her culture. So for being quietly dependable, and for really helping me to learn during such a wonderful period of time for Muslim people, our star of the week is Hajar.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Morland here in the Year 5 Pullman class up on the top floor of the Tower of Power, and we've had a super week coming back into school after our Easter break. I'm really delighted at how my class has hit the ground running and they're getting on with each other. That's the most important thing, and of course also the work which we are here to do. And it's been great to see that enthusiasm and that energy as we've started our new topics, so thank you all. My star of the week is attentive, politeful, helpful, thoughtful, friendly and intrepid with their contributions in class, which I very much appreciate. I could not ask for a finer role model to have in my class, and I'm lucky because I've got many in my class, but I have another one now because we had a lovely surprise when our star of the week returned back into our class for this summer term in Year 5. My star of the week is Mason.
Good morning, TeamGR. How are you all? I hope you had a wonderful Easter break and have enjoyed your first week back at school. It's Miss Folks here on the ground floor with DAL class, with a huge smile on my face because DAL class have come back in shining brighter than ever. Our sunshine chart has been so hot this week and the climate in the classroom has been boiling. DAL class have been wonderful. It's so nice to have you back, such passionate learners. We've had a fantastic week. We had a message and a delivery of some magic beans, some human beans, and a few clues into our story writing this week for Jack and the Beanstalk. So we're super excited to learn a new story and lots of wonderful actions and eventually write our own Jack and the Beanstalk stories, which we're super excited about. And also on Thursday afternoon, we had a very special pizza delivery. So we enjoyed a little pizza party in our classes this week on the ground floor. Such fun and amazing learning. So my star of the week, I cannot believe this person hasn't been my star of the week yet, because this person, as soon as he arrives from Breakfast Club, makes me laugh or smile straight away. He's such a pleasure to have in the classroom and is a really good friend, really empathetic towards others. And he sits at the back of the class, but he is always focused, always showing passion for his learning and joining in, and he's been working particularly hard, quietly and confidently, but he always works particularly hard. And so for all of those reasons, my star of the week this week, it's Henry!
Good morning, it's Mrs. Smithson here from Morpurgo class on the middle floor, and what a brilliant first week back we have had into our summer term this week. Because we've had such a brilliant week, it's made choosing my star of the week really tricky. I have managed to do it though, and my star of the week has come back with such a brilliant attitude towards her learning and has shown such brilliant behaviours for learning. She's been really enthusiastic about her writing about the lighthouse. She's got really involved with the geography, identifying lots of British seaside towns on a map. I've spotted her coaching a friend on her table, and she has worked really hard with fractions on maths. She's come back in with brilliant energy and a brilliant smile. So star of the week for Morpurgo class is Daphne. Well done, Daphne.
Morning everybody, I hope you had a lovely holiday and now we are back. I am so excited to start our new topic in Year 3 and 4, and my class have been amazing all week. So if you are in Reynolds class, give yourself a big round of applause for having such a super first week back. You made it very hard for me to choose, and you're all superstars. I have picked my star of the week because they have been so intrepid with their learning all week. They've been really ready to start our new coast topic in geography. They've been putting their hand up and sharing lots of different ideas. My star of the week has done some super map work with her partner, and she's been working really, really well with the person that sits next to her, and I've seen lots of great teamwork from her. My star of the week has also been thinking about what she might see, hear, smell, taste and touch at the beach, and she's written some super sentences. She's been making lots of different predictions about our lighthouse writing unit and our new class story. And finally, my star of the week has been a very reflective learner. So she's been thinking about what colour she feels, and she's been writing little notes in her book like, at first, I think she wrote, at first I felt red because I was stuck, but now, after the lesson, I'm feeling green. So she thought about what would make her successful, and then she thought about how her colour tag had changed, particularly when learning about fractions. And I know that her confidence with fractions is already growing. So, for being an absolute superstar and for making everybody smile in Reynolds class this week, my star of the week is Jess!
Good morning everyone, I hope you're all well and I hope you've had a wonderful first week of our summer term. Now, my star of the week this week is somebody who has been incredibly passionate in their learning. Somebody who has gone above and beyond and after their lessons has decided to do extra work. The first example of that is in their maths work. This person received a head teacher's award, which they were incredibly proud of on Wednesday, for doing their 5 times tables all the way up to 1000 and worked incredibly hard with their friends to do so. So well done for that. This person also asked me very politely if they could continue their handwriting practice after our lesson during their choosing time, which just shows how dependable they are and how self-motivated they are to do more and more of their learning and get better and better. So well done. And lastly, this person has shone out like a light to me for their dependability, for their leadership and their teamwork at break times, working tirelessly hard on the ball court with our new activities, with our ranging activities, and trying to learn different skills and different rules and bringing everyone in with a really good bit of team mentality as well at break times. So, for adding all of those things together and being an absolute star in our first week of summer term, my star of the week is Sebastian from Rosen class.
Hello, this is Mrs. Ravina in Ralph class. This week, Ralph class have been absolutely incredible. I couldn't have asked them to come back after the Easter break and show any more passion for their learning. They have shown our pride values right through from Tuesday right to this morning, and they've nearly made me burst with pride. One person though has been ultra dependable, incredibly passionate about his learning, and really made me impressed every second of the day. His writing this week has been absolutely incredible, and I know he won't mind me saying that that isn't usually his favourite part of the week. On top of that, he's made some brilliant predictions in our reading skills and done some fabulous measuring in maths. This week's star of the week is Caleb. Well done, Caleb.
Good morning, TeamGR. This is Mrs. Homburg on the top floor in Kurdish Pandit class. Well, we've had a fantastic first week back. We're starting to learn about coasts and electricity, and we had some brilliant fun with static electricity making our hair stand on end. I think mine's still like that. We've done some coastal pictures and put some shells on our work, and we've had a great first week. My star of the week is quite a quiet member of the class, but he's very popular and he's quietly dependable. But I'm giving him star of the week because I've noticed that he's become more intrepid. He's a bit more passionate as well, and he's having a go at more things. I've particularly noticed him when we've been having a movement break and we're doing some dancing, because he's started joining in with lots of passion. I think my class might know who he is by now. And so, for being passionate and for being intrepid, keep going, because you can be even more passionate and even more intrepid, and just keep being so dependable as well. So, star of the week is Erblin. Well done, Erblin.
Hi everyone, Miss Barrett here from Rosen class on the ground floor. So, star of the week for our first week back after the Easter holidays, and what a busy week we have had down here. We have got stuck into our new topic, quite literally, when we had some pizzas delivered from Gino's yesterday, and we got to enjoy those to kickstart our new topic, Food, Glorious Food, which was lovely. And we've also been doing some investigating because we had a very special visitor come to our hall, and we're not quite sure what they were doing or why they were here, but they left us some clues, so we've been trying to figure out who that might have been, and that's led us into doing our new story which we're looking at, which is all about Jack and the Beanstalk. Now, the person I've chosen for star of the week has really impressed me with all of the work that we have done so far, especially about Jack and the Beanstalk. And I've got a couple of friends here to help me give star of the week this week. I've got Rocco and Indy, because this person has been so resilient and so intrepid all week. She started off being super intrepid when our visitor came to the hall and they left us a message, and she put her hand up and read it so beautifully for both mine and Miss Folks' class that were looking at this message. And so she took on that challenge in front of everybody, and I was so proud of her as well. She's also been trying extremely hard with her maths this week, which I know she doesn't always find it easy, but she's been getting stuck in and trying to take risks and put her hand up, and it's been so lovely to see her confidence grow and grow, going from her feeling a bit red and yellow to, I think, feeling much more green and blue this week. So I'm really proud of her. She's a joy to be around, and I love having her in my class. So star of the week this week is Alta!
Hi everyone, Mrs. Howard here from over in the house. It is great to see everybody back after the holidays with lovely, bright, smiling faces. So, our star of the week for over in the house is somebody who has been super intrepid this week. They have shown amazing passion for learning, and we are super, super proud of them. They have spent most of the week over in a brand new class in school doing some amazing learning, and I've heard such great things from their class teacher. We are so proud of you over in the house. Keep up the amazing work. Our star of the week goes to Jim. Well done, Jim. We're really proud of you.
Hello everyone, it's Mrs. Butudroko from the ground floor, and my shout out today is for someone in Donaldson class. This particular boy has really impressed me this week. He has come back with a lot of confidence. He's been chatting a lot to his friends, and he's been telling the grown-up what he needs, and he always makes the right choice, and he's very empathetic like Ellie, and he always have this infectious smile on his face, and for that he deserves a shout out. So well done to Oliver.
time to celebrate the children that have come straight back into school and immediately shown how to be living and learning together with pride and have received a Head Teacher's Award or have reached the Smiley Sun. So if that's you and you have received one of these from me, or you have reached the Smiley Sun from showing our pride values, let's give those children a great big TeamGR round of applause and whoop whoop! Okay, my TeamGR star of the week goes to somebody that we are missing at the moment, somebody who hasn't been able to come in and join us this week and has had to show lots of resilience whilst they stay at home for a little bit longer. So we can't wait to see you next week. My star is the incredible Mrs. Mangum! Time now, so let's all join in together. Let's see if we can raise the roof on the Tower of Power and all hear all of the bubbles singing together across the school. Are you ready? Voices ready? Here we go.
We're here together and the day is new. There's a song in our hearts and a shine on our shoes. We're here together and we welcome you. It's a day we can share and there's plenty to do. We're here again with all our friends. We're here today to learn and play. We're here together and the day is new. There's a smile on my face and a positive view. We're here together and we welcome you. It's a day we can give and a day we can choose. We're here again with all our friends. We're here today to learn and play. Just a simple song, needn't take too long. It will help you on your way. We're here together and the day is new. There's a song in our hearts and a shine on our shoes. We're here together and we welcome you. It's a day we can share and there's plenty to do. We're here again, all together with all our friends. Everyone sing, we're here today. Good to see you, to learn and play. Just a simple song, needn't take too long. It will help you on your way. We're here again, all together with all our friends. Everyone sing, we're here today. Good to see you, to learn and play. We're here again, all together with all our friends. Everyone sing, we're here today. Good to see you, to learn and play.
Okay, everybody, have a wonderful weekend. Take care, stay safe, enjoy the sunshine if there is some, and be ready on Monday to come back in and show our pride values and shine brightly for your teachers. It's goodbye from me, Mr. P, and it's goodbye from Mrs. Mangum, Miss Barrett, Mrs. Kendall, Miss Boats, Mr. Mole, Miss Atkinson, Mrs. Smithson, Mrs. Homburg, Mr. Morland, Mrs. Ravina, Mr. Harrison, and everyone from TeamGR. Have a lovely weekend.